What's up? What's up? Welcome back. I'm Aaron Truth,
Mawnbak.
and this is DRG. All right, so here we're back. Of course, we've done an intro already. We don't have to keep doing intro. So, but but we as we promised you, we would bring you some Porsche models.
Some Porsches.
These two Mawnbak models here. So, tell me a little bit about how you got these. How much you pay, whatever you wanted. How much pay? How much you didn't pay? I don't know.
This is a Norev model. This is my first
Norev.
Norev model.
Okay.
It's nothing opens on it, but it looks really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a Porsche. Now I'm going to this one. This is AUTOart 993 RWB. 993 RWB. It's from AUTOart. I thought this was the coolest looking Porsche in the world I've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah, AUTOart, they basically, they don't get these things wrong. I mean, the quality is just unbelievable. I mean, hence, you have the opening parts, and then you have all the detail. Not opening detail, a little bit sharper. Okay, they use the ABS composite material as opposed to using diecast or resin, and it's just a much better material to use when it comes to 1/18 scales. I mean, just as sharp as anything. I'm just blown away literally by how well and clean AUTOart making that transition, from the diecast to the ABS composite. I was a little bit against it at first because then you lose some weight. Some buyers didn't really like that, but we grow into it. We went ahead and we went along with it. And AUTOart actually decided to put some little bit weights, like actual weights inside of it, so that people can just kind of get a feel like the car is just a model, you know what I mean, in your hand, So so today we do have our guest,
Kintamasan.
That's right. He's right over here.
Encyclopedia.
He's
the voice.
He's the voice off screen, but he is the Encyclopedia Britannica, I like to call him, when it comes to some of the history. So, go ahead.
I wanted to mention something about that because you just said it was composite. They switched from metal casting to composite casting.
Correct, yes.
So building models growing up, that was my main thing. And I ended up, my favorite company was Tamiya. So I did a lot of research on injection molding. So that composite, you can get a little bit more intricate molding or casting. With that. So that's going to enhance the detail. They already had excellent detail. And if you look at their metal cars, you're like, they look like high-end plastic models with intricate detail. So this might get a little bit more accurate, a little bit more acute. And when I saw it, it kind of blew my mind because I was like, I want one. Pretty much, I want one. But I really like that RWB. That's an excellent.
My first experience with the ABS composite model when they switched was the Alfa Romeo 4C. As my friends know, my friends know that I didn't like the fact that they went. Because I like how it felt in my hand as a metal. But when they went to the composite, it was like, well, it's a light as a feather. But I got over it, okay? I got over all the whining. And I said, you know what? I got to admit.
It looks good.
I see why they switched.
It looks
sexy. Yeah.
Sexy,
so I had that. And then the next one I got was the it was the 650R, the McLaren 650R, and then I had
That was an AUTOart also, right?
that was AUTOart, and then I had the Lamborghini Huracan Performante with the white, and then I had the custom black wheels. And that's on the Facebook, DRG's Facebook.
Yeah.
You can see that. Go ahead.
I also noticed that the prices are more affordable now. And
Mm-hmm.
that might be why I was dumbfounded. I didn't realize that prices were lower because they're actual composite. I was like,
ABS
oh
composite
my
is
God.
stronger than the resin, so they don't have to replace models that break. That helps them lower the cost for
Right.
us when we buy them.
Because when I
Yeah.
saw it, I wanted to immediately go out and get me a string of Aston Martin Vantage models. I was like, I'm gonna get every Vantage that was ever made because they got them.
Get them all.
And all the GT models too.
Now
That's-
moving on from the AUTOart back to this Narev. When you see this, I believe it's with the 935. Is that correct? It's 935.
Yeah, it's a 935.
Right. When you see that, what do you think about when you see this Martini Porsche?
I built a Tamiya 120 scale back when I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a lot larger than, it was larger than this, but this car is almost an exact, as far as down to the detail of the actual slant nose Group 5 car.
Yeah.
So this is a Group 5 car. They did allow by rules to have modifications to the body shell. That's why it has a slant nose, big wide fenders to cover the tires, a whale tail. This was an iconic car when I was a child growing up, and that's basically when it was racing, and it was all dominant, and that was the lust object for any Porsche enthusiast or sports car nut.
Wow.
Because it was killing everybody else on the track. It was a dominant car. Porsche started to dominate with Group 4 with the 934, but it looked very much like a 930.
Oh.
And this one was a complete departure because you had wider fenders, the whale tail got more pronounced, and the iconic slant nose design.
Right. It was like the only thing I recognized from the 930 whatever was the door and maybe the back window. I mean,
Pretty much everything
is...
else was changed.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
The bodywork accommodated the wider tires, which by class could get wider, and that's why you had to have the more aerodynamic coverings for that. Right. The turbocharger was larger, producing more power. At a higher boost rate than the 934. And then you've got the iconic nose with the air dam and the slant nose, just making it more aerodynamic than the raised headlamps of the 934.
Not a bad change at all. I mean, not a bad change at all. So that wraps it up. Okay. So we're going to move on to our next group on the next time you see us. Aaron Truth.
Mawnbak.
DRG. Like, share,
Kintamasan.
subscribe. And Kenny T.
Yeah.
Encyclopedia
Kintamasan.
Britannica. That's what I call it. He's the Encyclopedia Britannica.
Encyclopedia. Card man.
Like, share, and subscribe. Peace.
Cool.
All right, so that's it.
DJCR Beats.
Hot shot. Yeah. Hot shot.
Oh.
Fuck. Fuck.
Oh.
Gotta get that.
Where'd it go? It's going in the street.
There's a curb down there. Peace. Still in one piece.
Oh, thank
It
God.
is still good.
Jeez,
It
man.
is still good.
It's okay. Man, I was worried. I
Man.
didn't know what was going to happen, man.
Hey, look, trust me.
Bruh.
When the one fist go like that, I was like, I seen the drain and I was like,
Oh, man.